Give me a run for my money. There is nobody, no one's around me. So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely.
Good morning. Today is the first day that it is not sunny this week, and I cannot believe how easily I get used to the good things and how much the weather actually affects me. I was reminded recently that it has been 1 year since I started my channel, and although I don't really remember which day exactly I uploaded my first video because I deleted it later, but it is so interesting how many things can change in just 1 year. And I look back at myself a year ago and now, and I've realized recently that I have never been as happy, at least not that I remember, as I am right now. And the biggest reason for it is not that my life is perfect in any way or that it has changed significantly or anything. I mean, I'm really happy with where I am now, but I was in the same position, in the same place a couple of years ago, and I was very, very unhappy. And now I really am the happiest that I remember myself. And the biggest reason for it is because I stopped placing reasons for my happiness outside of myself. So I realized that it's the inside job to be happy, like it's your own job that you have to do from within. And I am so happy just because I get to wake up every morning and I get to live the life, and I can change so many things about myself and about my life and about how I react to the events that happen in my life. And it makes me really, really, really happy. So one thing that I have realized kind of recently is that if you have an urge to source your happiness somewhere outside yourself, for example, I've noticed two things that I do. I was unhappy with my apartment and I was really thinking about moving, although it is very convenient for me to live where I live right now. But I wanted to move somewhere where there is more light and more space, and I thought that this apartment is too small. And then I realized that I was just missing something inside of myself, and I looked closer, and now I don't feel this way anymore. And I started loving my apartment again, and I made some changes, and I just sourced the happiness that I had inside of myself. And I realized that it was not the apartment that was making me unhappy. There is not a place that can make you happy if you are not happy and peaceful on the inside, or there is not a person that can make you happy, but it's your own perception of your life and your own relationship with yourself. And yeah, and the other thing is that I sometimes have the urge to buy something, like, you know, when this is how advertisement works, and people who work for companies and for advertisement in the consumerist system that we live in, they want us to believe that pleasure equals happiness, but it really doesn't. I mean, we cannot buy something that will make us feel better about ourselves. It's a very fast gratification and then it just fades away. And I know that, for example, shopping when you're sad is actually very, very unhealthy, because it's the same as drinking alcohol or doing drugs when you don't feel happy with something in your life, because you are just sourcing the pleasures or the numbness that you're looking for outside of yourself, and you're not really going within and listening to your body and your mind and what you really need. Because honestly, our minds and our bodies already know what we need, and we just need to really listen. Isn't it really messed up that we need to teach ourselves how to become aware of ourselves again? I think that we are born with it, and then we kind of lose it along the way. I think that it's crazy. So yeah, Valentine's Day is approaching, and I know that in a lot of countries people don't really celebrate it. It's the same here in Germany, and I know that a lot of people don't like it because it's also a consumerist holiday and you kind of feel forced to go out or to give presents to your loved ones, or the people who are single even feel that they are missing something from their lives. And I just want to tell you that you don't have to feel this way, and if you don't want to celebrate, you don't have to. And if you feel like you are forced to do something in a relationship, then probably just like stop for a moment and think, why am I feeling this way and what makes me feel this way, and maybe have a conversation with your significant other to see if they also feel this way, and maybe you can make some steps towards resolving this situation. But also, I think that it's just a beautiful tradition to celebrate love. And even if you are single, you don't have to feel bad about this. I mean, you can just stay home and pamper yourself that day. I don't know, light some candles, give yourself a bubble bath, just enjoy being in this moment, this life, because we are not here for a very long time. And if we don't enjoy our stay here, then what are we even doing with our lives? So yeah, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Love each other and don't feel like you are forced to do something that you don't need to do, if you understand what I mean. So I'm about to leave because I have a photo shoot today. It's actually very cold outside, so I was kind of laying low with all the photography stuff, because I don't know, I just feel like staying at home and not going anywhere. And I really felt this winter like I was hibernating in a way. I really didn't go out at all and didn't even meet many of my friends that often, because I just feel like there is a transformation going inside of me, and I didn't want other people to sort of influence who I am becoming, because I wanted to really listen to myself this time. And I'm so happy with where this process is taking me, and I feel like I'm finally almost ready to come out of my cocoon or shell or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I have a photo shoot in a studio today, and I will maybe like stroll around the city a little bit and show you how Berlin looks in winter. So see you later.
If I minimize my net word, would you still love me? Keep it 100 already, you trust me, that's love me. Keep it a whole 100, don't got you, I got nothing. Give me a run for my money. There is nobody